true what I'm hearing.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. You and I... What? Alas. Still, ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy. At least they did. So... how very fitting. Of course. There's simply no other way. Best of luck.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you... Sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luber's, soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchen. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit. I don't suppose you have any idea.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the
I'd be a fool.
So,
Good question. If I'm honest, and then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
the way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving. We need information.
You're right. Now, who does... There's plenty of folk in Dalamil. There's the butcher, of course. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tool. All right. I think I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can...
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabrics!
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh
spices.
bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
those years of toil. Every coin I've...
You all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dallin. I've no doubt that my woes stem from... But I can't go and investigate for fear of my... I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces.
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in my livelihood. In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
Sweet incense!
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
We should get going soon. Do you have
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to share. Drake's Fang is currently... Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mine. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long as you...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Now we can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
I do. Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
What the hell are those things?
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Farewell.
Nice try.
It's over.
That's cooled things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
There he is.
Basins.
The man who's... I was hoping we'd be seeing you. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here. Right. It's high time I got back to work with it. It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
The, scrubbing is almost finished. We appreciate your patience.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes...
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knife, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls sheep steel. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand, and I'll make short work of any carcass.
Here, have a taste.
Sweet incense. What candle?
Just look at the detail. I'll be asking for you again.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Plates and pots! Bowls and
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Well, we can make our way back to the fang, at least.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man off.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Can't you see I'm busy? Unless you'd like a closer look at my knives.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness on silver platters.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he need too heavy and they do his
So we're no better off than when we... Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his... That can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin. And the trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant. A favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Good girl. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so does...
And it's beyond...
Unique to ash? Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limes. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from...
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been...
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. Besides, I want to know.
I can't thank you. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is...
Then I suppose I'll meet you back.
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just...
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up as we go.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
One rock looks a lot like another. Hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Well, this is no good.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is... That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just...
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of... I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would... The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at Dalamil is home to humble traders, not rule number one in any business, Sava. Know your customer.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. I'd say you're worth keeping around. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an...
I will. What would you do if you...
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute...
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with light, meaning
You've passed your test. That's all that...
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen. Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stone there.
Hanging lanterns, keep...
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about. So, let's leave it there, shall we? No sense making a mountain out of a molehill. Not now the vermin are gone.
If you can't even fill my cup, you're no...
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal creams.
It's all the fault of this blasted...
We should get going soon.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Come on, girlie.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the Royalists bring them from Ash? Are the beast then part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We're entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest. Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.